What up, my good peoples? It's your boy Black Sun. Just stopping through saying peace. Hope everybody day is well. Uh, this project, Mega Melanated Powers, is also a business move as well for our communities. All right. Um, this is an organization that's out to unite all of our people organizations, all organizations involving our people, like the Nation of Islam, the Hebrew Israelite Nation, the Nuwabian Nation, and the Moors, the 5% Nation of the Gods and Earth, and everything else. Um, I want to throw a conference in the summer, like maybe around August weekend of 18th and 19th, 2018. And this is a summit to work on a solution to rebuild our communities, as well as rebuilding ourselves. Uh, this is an organization, like I said, to unite all of our people in different doctrines, organizations, and religions. Still all organizations, excuse me for stumbling. Um, this is an event to work on a solution, and everybody on the committee that was on the committee before other people was added, all gonna be a guest speaker, and they picking the topic to build on. It's gonna be an hour each, but the hour is gonna be shared with between the guest speaker and the audience, in case the audience have any questions, you know what I'm saying, and advice or suggestions, just replies, period. All right. I pick Atlanta because I felt in my heart that Atlanta will be a good spot to have it. I'm coming. I was sent 3 different locations in Atlanta. I'm checking out right now in my email. Thanks to Blue Lotus, Revel Queen, Tracy Redmond. Oh man. But this is an event to unite everybody, race first. I can't just claim one organization. I put this thing together to deal with our people of many different organizations, religions, or whatever have you. Excuse me. Whatever have you. Um, Mega Melanated Power is a powerful thing, and I want it to be a powerful event as well as a powerful movement. As a matter of fact, it's not just a movement, it's the only move. It's all about race first, Oh, man. This is going to be great. Man, this is going to be so love. And, the admission is $25. And the money that's made from the profits is going to be invested into anything that's black. Say, for example, like funerals, shows possibly, you know what I'm saying? People with businesses or upcoming businesses. As a matter of fact, at the event, any black brother or sister that want to display their items, more free to do so. It's all a black thing. It's a black family affair. Like I said, many different people of different doctors, our race, period, is welcome to attend. And the money gonna be invested once again into a black help or a black problem, whatever. Not in our individual pockets. You know what I'm saying? I never was out there to be no big figure. It's just that it's something I feel in my heart, an energy to do this. The ancestors is talking to me. The universe is telling me, because I gotta think about my son, who I don't want to work for no one, for himself. So we know that's the main thing. We gotta come up with business moves so our kids can have something. You know what I mean? And our biggest problem is that by going off making this project, our biggest problem, and I also want to fix this problem. Our biggest problem for years was we always look for a savior instead of looking at each other as saviors, like we did once upon a time back in the days, and it, when our ancestors was around before they ascended. Okay. I have a group on Facebook called One MegaMelanated Power Nation. Like I feel how it should be. Shout out to the late, great Marcus Garvey, who was one of the best at it, trying to rebuild our communities and was teaching us how to rebuild ourselves and to know thyself. But he always said race first. And I understand, I learned from a big brother, shout out to my brother Lion, one night, that a lot was influenced from Garvey, and he's one of my biggest influence into doing this thing. Elijah Muhammad is too, Once upon a time, I fell into the little matrix of the lies about these two, but as I learned to research more and more, I'm starting to learn a lot of things about our leaders that did make a difference, and Elijah and Marcus was one of them. I mean, two of them. And I feel like we owe them. We owe our ancestors to do this, regardless of what we represent, what we claim. MegaMelanated Power Summit is a big black racial family affair. It's time that we, including myself, it's time that we get it together, and take back our communities and keep the black dollar circulating, and also educate ourselves and each other. We've been down for too long, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Melanated People's the Melanated People .net family. Excuse me. Yes, I smoked a Marley, but hey, I know what I'm saying. Shout out to the Melanated People's .net family. Okay. Shout out to Scott Thomas and the other kings and queens that's involved in the atmosphere over there. I understand that you have. By the way, that's a banging social network. I love it. I learned a lot more from that than I did Facebook. That's word to me. All right. But I understand what's that social network was about. To educate our people, stuff that they don't even really got on Facebook. I love it. That's that. Social network is the bomb. I love it. But I understand y'all built that because y'all bringing everybody together. That's one of the best things about that social network. Oh, man. But I have a feeling this is going to be a powerful event. Things I'm going to sacrifice to make sure we do it. Become a family and become business partners, and also build relationships with our other melanated peoples across the world and bi-coastal here in America. All right. That's why I'm stumbling. Oh man. But yeah, the MegaMelanated Power Summit. I got people on a committee in my committee group that's gonna be the guest speakers. Got a brother in there that do catering, so I'm gonna talk to him real soon once I get this location. I'm looking to see about 200 people. That's what I'm telling the people at these places and these locations. But if I was to make a guest list on Facebook, that'll tell me, or give me the head count rather, who's going maybe and who ain't going. You know, once again, the mission is $25. All right, that's going towards anything black help. People need help with businesses and this and that. Because I also want to turn this into a business, as well as like a help organization, a nonprofit. You know, anything. You know, black. But we got to keep that black dollar circulating. And we can only do it if we become and know that we got the same enemy and we are all melanated peoples. And why not build relationships with each other? You know, regardless of what we are, like Malcolm X said years ago, was regardless of what we are, with Muslim, Baptist, Hebrew Israelite, Zulu, whatever, man. You're still the target. Even if you're a black homosexual, you're still the target. They envied us for years. You know what I'm saying? But that's real talk. It's time to take back what's ours. Trump is the medicine that we need. The bitter medicine that we need to get our shit together. We gonna rise. But I'm gonna keep you posted. Like I said earlier, anybody you know that has a business or upcoming with a business, they're welcome to display their items. But they could chop out a little short to the profits, because that's going to be invested too. That's my word. I believe in the laws of attraction and the 7 principles of karma, Hermetic principles of karma. We're going to do this right. We got to do it better than the ones in the past did, some of the ones in the past. And we can get it right together, you know what I mean? Because what killed me is this, another thing that pissed me the fuck off a couple of years ago, right? I was at the Kwanzaa event at the Performing Arts School here in Buffalo on the east side in Cold Spring, right? And they had a Kwanzaa event. I love the entertainment. The entertainment ain't the problem here. It's a beautiful thing. But what was crazy is all these beautiful black people, different doctrines, had their own little setups of where they selling their items. Purses, jewelry, clothes, food, artwork, books, CDs, whatever, movies. And I'm looking at all these black people, beautiful black people of different doctrines, selling their items where I know they've been doing it for years. You know? Why they just couldn't put the money together and go and get a building, you know what I'm saying, and turn it into something like a flea market or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Melanated people, black people, Negroes, whatever you want to call us, we still the originators. Why those of us of different doctrines can't come together and put our bread together? One man, one woman cannot do it alone. All right? One man, one woman cannot do it alone. We need to wake up and understand we are all the target. Why be the only face when we can come together and be many of faces? Okay, you go look at this cracker. Go look at this Chinese, Arab, and Eastern Indian. And it's not one person running those organizations. It's an elite class of people. I'm talking about a fucking lineup of Supremes. The way we used to have it. Like I said, we need to look at each other as saviors and at each other as leaders. Not one man, one woman running things. It's an elite class of people. And become the motherfucking force. One of the reasons why, off this thought, I came up with mega-melanated powers. One mega-melanated nation, whatever you want to call it. A planet Ethiopia, planet of Mother Africa, planet Pangea, planet Atlantis. We was there, we were it, baby. But I'm looking forward to working with the brother Scott Thomas, the rest of the melanatedpeoples.net team. Once again, our beautiful social network, a banging social network. I learned a lot from here. And that's word. We got to do this because we need to leave something for our kids. I'm against suppression, but we do need to separate because it's never going to be no justice. We will never be accepted. We had a lot of people who sacrificed our lives for it, including our ancestors that was on the plantation. Including our peoples, our elders that was doing it in the 60s, the riots and everything. And a lot of the Black Power movements and groups. And even years before that, let's talk about Medgar Evers and Garvey and the Noble Drew Ali. All right? And our grandparents and their grandparents and their grandparents and their grandparents. We can do this. It's just like when our ancestors was on them ships. It was different tribes of melanated people. Some warred with each other, some didn't. But you know what? There was a shift of energy coming over them saying, we're from different tribes, we're from different parts. Just by reading their tribal markings and looking in each other's faces and understanding they got one common enemy that was driving this boat or this ship. And it was a rebellion on these ships. Don't get it twisted. It was rebellions on these ships. But anyway, I'm looking at these different people, our people of different doctrines, our people of different religions, our people of different other organizations, clubs, whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? They're different tribes. Black families, tribes, you know. This is a family affair. It's not just the movement, it's the only move. Race first. They don't care what you represent or what you claim. Just understand this and know this. You know, this is what this movement is about. Organization is about. I want to turn it into a business. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. Got to keep that black dollar circulating. Stop making others rich. And do it like, no disrespect to the elders or the ancestors of Black Wall Street. But this time, we're going to build it, and we got to do it right. And be prepared for anything. And not be sleeping like our ancestors or elders of Black Wall Street kind of did back then. Just because they thought the Crocker was going to leave them alone. And they slept on them. Just like we slept on them in Black Europe and anywhere else. Because back then we was always friendly to somebody from the outside. And we got to look at each other. Look in the mirror and look at each other and say, we're melanated people. We're indigenous peoples. We're aboriginal peoples. We're the original people. We're the most beautifulest people. MegaMelanated. Number one, baby. Number one. We got to understand, for the wrong or right reasons, they need us. We make everything move. That's why they ain't trying to give us no reparations. That's why they don't want us to unite. They don't want us to form like fucking Voltron and take over this shit. But it's gonna happen because nature gonna take its nature gonna take its course. Let's come together. When they look at MMP, they're not going to just look at one person. They're going to look at everybody. Help me help you. Let's do this. We can do it. Each one teach one. I'm still learning. You know, this is my first thing. I'm excited, but I'm really trying to think cautiously. Okay, because like the brother Nazir Ra said from Hidden Power University, if you're familiar with him, he said, we got to step up to our true power. And we need to understand this, including myself. I'm learning. I'm 40. You're not going to be satisfied working for this peck of wood forever. And I'm learning to learn that. But I'm trying to keep above water because of my family till I get to where I need to be. We can do it together. Get a black bank account. Invest in each other. And this is real talk. You know, I believe in karma. So therefore, I really want this to work. Invest in something to help our people with it and so they can grow. Social network, MelanatedPeoples.net. This is a business. We can help it grow. You know? You help it grow. And what I'm gonna start doing? I mean, I buy black here in Buffalo, but the brothers and sisters in the social network, MelanatedPeople.net, I'm gonna start supporting them too. I see a lot of nice things, a lot of cool things, a lot of things I need. You feel me? MMP is not just the movement. It's the only move. just like MelanatedPeople.net. It's not just a social network. It's the true social network. Okay? Once again, the Mega Melanated Power Summit in Atlanta. I'm going to pick the location. I'm going to get back and I'm going to keep y'all posted. But admission is $25. The whole purpose of the event is to come up with a solution to rebuild our communities and ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, Georgia, location still up in the air. Mission $25. The weekends of 18th and 19th. But as far as the prices go with these locations, some of the rooms I came across, I'ma probably push it back to the 17th and 18th. It depends, but like I said, I'm gonna keep you posted. Man, like I said, once again, you got a business, feel free to display your items. Even if you're a black business owner that's up and coming, you know. My budget isn't like this, but my positive energy, vibration, and power will make this happen. We'll make this happen. You know, it's time for us to do it. But let's think positive, because we attract what we feel. And I tell myself like that because I'm a Cancer male, you know what I mean? Peace to the gods and goddesses. Peace to the kings and queens. Peace to the MelanatedPeople.net family. Right? Peace to the Mega Melanated Power Nation. Peace to our ancestors who walk with us. They know I'm not perfect. They know I'm building and I'm still growing. Because I have dualities, even I can slip sometime, like you and everybody else. So, family, I appreciate it if you want to get down to be business partners also. Any ideas, any suggestions, any questions, holla at me. On Facebook, I'm Bam Rob. MelanatedPeople.net, I'm Black Sun. I got a Black Sun page and a Black Sun Chronicle page. Alright, I made two because something happened with my account before where they wouldn't let me in it. So I stepped back and made another account. Now, I go back to my old one, I'm able to get in it. It's crazy. You know? But, you go enjoy your weekend. Peace and love, y'all. About to sit here and zone out. Holla at me. I really want to make this move. For your family, anything you want to add to it, holla at me. You know, or holla at us. Like I said, it ain't just about one person, it's about elite class. I want to become that elite class. So they know they got to look in every direction. Just like we do with them. Peace, love, and light.